getting involved in government. What does a senator do?
The role of a state senator, I believe, is to be the voice of the public in the state. We are elected by the people from our legislative district, and then we are sent here to represent them, and we have a representative form of government so that we do things the way they would like to see things done in our state.
I like to think that the most important job of a senator is to be a good listener. So when you're a senator, you're representing the people who live in your home community. And in order to do that well, you have to understand what multiple people think, so that when you cast a vote on the floor, it's not just what you think, it's what you think is best for your community based on what your friends and your teachers and your pastors and your regular folks who run small businesses, those kinds of folks tell you is important to them.
Our goal and our objective is to listen to the people and try and pass rules and regulations or laws that affect their everyday life in a positive manner, I might add.
I believe it's important that we are community advocates, that we are visible in the community, we are engaging people, we're talking to neighborhood associations, we are listening to our constituents, the people that live in our district, and doing everything we can to be responsive to their needs and connect them to the right places and the right scenarios.
The role of a senator is to listen to their constituents, be able to get feedback from people across their district, understand their district, but not only understand just their district, but also what the needs of the state are, and then to make decisions and vote in what they think would be the best interests of their district, but also the state.
Why did you become a state senator?
One of the reasons I decided I wanted to try to become a senator was because I watched what was happening in the Nebraska unicameral, and I watched how different people debated and talked about things that I thought were really important, like public education, like taking care of senior citizens, like creating jobs. And I thought that it was really important that someone who cared about other people and who really wanted to make the right decision was doing that job. And so I decided to step forward, and honestly, I thought it would be sort of fun. I think it is fun to help other people, and I think it's fun to be able to talk about your ideas to a big audience and hear how people react.
People are having both good times and hard times, and I think it's my job, I think it's our job to work together to figure out ways that we can make our state better. We need strong public servants that are going to work to constantly listen to the public and try to do as much as they can to react to those needs.
My parents were always very involved in community. You know, my dad was on the school board and we were very active in our church. So I learned early on about, you know, the value of community service and the good feeling that it gave me when I volunteered or helped out with a project in my community. It just makes me feel good.
If you truly want to do it, you just have to figure out what your path is. So I strongly encourage anybody who believes that they want to make a difference in people's lives to consider being a state senator, because it's fantastic.
How can we get involved in state government?
You can pick up a telephone, you can call a state senator, you can email a state senator with permission from your parent, you can write a personal letter to your state senator and to your city council members and to your county board members, because your voice is as important as any adult's voice. And that's, again, the uniqueness of our unicameral. Nebraska wants to hear those voices. That's why we have a one-house system.
And at 10 years old, I know sometimes they're more important things than what laws we're talking about, but as you get a little bit older, as you start moving into high school, college, and you get out in the workforce, things start to affect you a lot more. And so being engaged in that just makes you more aware of the things that are influencing your everyday life and what affects you.
And so the decisions we're making right now are going to have a much greater impact on your life as a fourth grader than it is on mine or anybody else's, because you're going to be around a lot longer. And not only that, you're the future. You're going to eventually be the future state senators. You're going to be the people making decisions for millions of people. Fourth graders, just like adults, can contact their state senator about their opinions. I think that a lot of fourth graders would be really surprised at how powerful their voice is.
You can learn more about the Nebraska legislature from their student guide. Teachers can call or email the unicameral information office to receive free copies.